back to Noggin picks on the Minnesota Comic Exchange. Um, this week we're gonna go through the books for what May 18th,
Yes.
May 19th.
Close enough.
This was a very difficult week for us as it was trying to find what books to put on the list this week. In fact, we have 8 on this table, 3 of them representing honorable mentions. Uh, how many books did we read this week?
30 some? 30 or so? You always read more than me, so.
I'm the Marvel guy. She doesn't read Marvel.
It's not entirely true.
Okay, well, what was the last Marvel book that you read? Is it in this pile?
No.
Wrong. Yes. All right, but to start off with honorable mentions, it's a book that was recommended by another admin.
It was on the list before.
No, I was not on the list before.
Never mind.
Sean Blackie, he recommended this book. He left a comment saying, "Hey, if you guys haven't checked out this, check it out." It's The Flash. It's Flash 770. Written by Jeremy Adams with art by Jack Hubert, Brandon Peterson, and Kevin McGuire. I love this book. Surprisingly, I'm not much of a Flash fan, but just recently watching Justice Society, the anime movie, this puts you in the shoes of Jay Garrick, and it's actually Wally West taking over the mind of Jay Garrick. It's a blast. I'm not gonna lie. I had a lot of fun reading this book.
And they're fighting Nazis.
And
Hitler.
punching Hitler in the face, which is always nice.
And the artwork is just
the artwork is great.
Yeah.
The finale of this is a lot of fun too. I'm actually looking forward to the next issue, and I never thought I would say that for a Flash book. If it makes the list next time, if it makes the list next month when it comes out, I'm gonna show you this. I'm gonna show you this last panel. But I don't want to spoil anything, so maybe tune in next month for that one.
If you read it, you'll know.
Oh.
All right. The next honorable mention is Stray Dogs, number 4, with this homage cover. We've always been getting the homage covers because they're so cool.
If it's gotta do anything with horror, we're gonna get it.
Yeah, so this book has just been surprising us every, month or so it comes out. All of these dogs are together in a house. Not all of them think that their owner is doing something mischievous, I'll say, but this continues to build on that, and it's just so good.
I think the thing about this book is the art style is very childlike. It's very all dogs go to heaven animation style.
And then horror.
Where where the storyline's more mystery thriller, a whodunit kind of thing. Well, we actually know who did it. It's just more of these dogs trying to decipher if their premonition is true.
Yeah.
If you're not reading this book, get it in trade. I say honestly, no, just wait. Just wait, get it in trade when it comes out, because then you get to actually dive into the story that, honestly, every month it comes out just sucks me in, and I end up getting lost in a story about dogs.
So. Yeah. I didn't think of that. It's actually, so Kieran Gillen says, it's a collision between 101 Dalmatians and criminal noir. Yeah. Very spot on. So yes, read it. And then our final
honorable mention.
Thank you. Is Home issue 2. This has just been so good. By Image. So Julio Anta is writing it. An artist is Anna Wow, sorry if I butchered this. Wisnick. So yes, as if you read the first issue, even if you hadn't, this just keeps moving the story forward. So many questions still, and I don't know, it just leaves me
Yeah, I
wanting.
can honestly say that if you didn't read the first one, you can still pick up the second
Oh
issue,
yeah.
and it will guide you along. Um, I mean, unfortunately, we're gonna have to spoil the first issue, but the main character develops powers at the end of the last issue. Um, but yeah, this tackles race inequality. It tackles the the
Border.
border. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
It
Guatemala border.
yeah,
Guatemala Texas border.
border control.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you may be asking yourself though, why is there three honorable mentions this week? There was a lot of disagreement and arguments over the picks. Um, there was one in our top five. There was one pick that I believe is the best book of the week. She didn't dig it, and I honestly thought that was the best book of the week. So we had to make that our first pick. Um,
But
if you're in a relationship, you understand compromising. Um,
but yes, read home.
so number five, but number one in my heart, Immortal Hawk, Time of Monsters. Um, the artwork alone makes this the number one in my opinion, but the fifth pick of the week. Um, I'm just gonna show a panel.
I read this as well, so
Yeah. So here's the thing: she's never read any of the Immortal Hawk stories, which is a travesty, if you ask me. One of the best books Marvel has going right now, and it has been going for years. Um, yeah, if she's gonna show you this. So
hope you can see it.
yeah, it's nope, down, drop. There you go.
Like, wow.
Yeah, it's what's I'm looking for? A caveman like storyline. Um, but
Neanderthal.
Neanderthal. Thank you. We gotta be PC here. Um, yeah, it's the artwork alone carried this, but the thing is, like, I felt so connected to that first story because there's two stories in this. Even the backup is fun, but the first one just is mind blowingly good. Um, if you have not checked out this, I highly recommend this one shot. Even if you're not reading the Immortal Hawk series, like she isn't, she enjoyed it. Um, but yeah, just just to pull an asterisk by this list. This is my number one pick, but we had to make it five.
All right, next pick is Wonder Girl #1. I'm glad Kyle let me put this in here. So we both enjoyed this, but I just really already love Yara Flor as a character from what we've read in Future State. So this is a good first issue. Sorry, backing up. Joelle Jones and Jordi Belair. It's just the artwork's amazing, hands down. But just the way that it's starting to set up Yara Flor's backstory just really pulled me in, and obviously the artwork is just phenomenal. Like this one panel is just so cool. Like people are starting to notice Yara, and they're like, what's going on? So I think she's gonna come in with just a bang, and rightfully so.
Yeah, going off of Future State, she was a character that stood out the most.
Mm-hmm.
Rightfully so. I think that was the point. Um, yeah. Honestly, in my opinion, I think the one that steals the book is actually Nubia.
Mm-hmm.
Her design, she steals the scene she's in. I just I like the book, and I'm just anticipating it getting better. Hopefully.
Oh yeah.
I guess this is where one of the arguments came in at. I wanted Mortal Hawk. She wanted Wonder Girl on the list. Compromise
It's
again.
exciting. I like her.
Yeah. All right. So sticking with DC.
Shocker.
If you've been following us, you know we've loved this series. I think this is the third time it's made the list already.
Rightfully so.
Nightwing by Tom Taylor. This is Nightwing 80. And it's continuing a great story, and I think that's the thing. If it continues the storyline it's going, I guarantee it's gonna make this list. Tom Taylor's got a way of capturing Dick Grayson in a way that I don't think many people have. I mean, you recently read some Nightwing,
Yeah, the Grayson Tim Seeley run.
and would you argue that this is the better?
It's definitely his voice.
Definitely his voice.
Mm-hmm.
I think the best thing about this too is the comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Barbara Gordon.
Barbara and Dick, their relationship. Tom Taylor's like, you know what I did with Deceased, what I did with Black Canary and Green Arrow, I'm gonna do with Barbara and Dick. Um, the dialogue, yeah, the action's good, but the dialogue's where it's at. You got anything to add to Nightwing?
Yeah, and just this one also has kind of a okay. I'm excited to see what's going to happen next with the character that's kind of being brought in.
Yes,
Heartless.
the Heartless is introduced in it. I mean, it's
So-
right on the cover.
Not really a spoiler.
Not really a spoiler when it's on the cover, but the way that it leads into the introduction of the character, I think this is the second appearance. I think it was in the first one.
Yeah.
Makes you want more from the book, and I think honestly, Nightwing's gonna be, I don't know, maybe better than Batman in DC.
Yeah,
right now.
they're all going to kind of tie in to each other, I feel, which is awesome. So.
Yeah.
Yes. One of my favorite picks. The Many Deaths of Lila Starr, number 2. Anything Ron V writes, just it's amazing. And Felipe Andrade is
The artist.
the artist. So this one kind of gave me, and Kyle hasn't read Sandman, but
I've read Death.
yeah, well, the beginning is a knowledge of crows, and if you've read Sandman, you know about Matthew the Crow. Anyway, it's so good. Like, it keeps dragging me in. And you get somewhat of a backstory with this other character as well. But, I mean, I just already want more. So.
Yeah. Although, would you argue the fact that it reminds you of Sandman is because the main character is actually Death?
No, I don't think so. I think it's a different type of engrossment for me. So.
Okay. Yeah, number 2 pick. This is number 2 pick of the week.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it too. Like you said, I have no reference or knowledge of Sandman besides, reading Death. But yeah, it's a great book. It ties you in.
Mm-hmm. I just like anything with gods.
Yeah, questioning death, and like the first issue, the way that ends, it's like, guess what?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna advance in time again.
Yeah, I feel like it's almost like a continuous loop type of feel, but I'm here for it.
Yeah. I mean, I gave no spoilers there, but I'm just saying, like, it's time advances fast in this book.
Well, and Many Deaths is in the title, so.
But I honestly think our top pick of the week is probably the biggest surprise of the week as well. It's a book that we've been enjoying, but have nothing we write home about. Nothing that we look forward to, I should say.
This really shocked me too.
Yeah. Radiant Black by
Kyle Higgins.
By Kyle Higgins. It's kind of difficult getting the light. The coloring. That's the reason why the coloring is so good.
Marcelo Costa.
Marcelo Costa
Becca Carey.
Yeah, Marcelo Costa is the artist here, and so like here's the thing. I like Power Rangers. She doesn't, and I think that's the thing.
Sci-fi though.
Yeah, sci-fi. Going into this book, I was expecting a Power Ranger-esque storyline, and boy was I. Well, I won't say I was wrong as much as it took
thrown a loop.
Yeah, threw a curveball at me. Characters are awesome. Dialogue's right here. I think the reason why this book's number 1 is how it ends.
Definitely.
And it just makes you look forward to the next issue. I know we've been saying that about these other books, but here's the thing. This ends with like a mic drop almost, or like to be continued when you're watching a movie, or not a movie, a TV show, and the episode ends with something happening, and you get that to be discovered next week.
Like, really?
Yeah, it's like that. The action that we've been wanting from this book finally arrived. I know it's the one critique about this is that it hasn't had much action, but yeah, I think Higgins makes up for it in this issue, and it just builds to a crescendo that was just awesome.
Definitely. So if you haven't been reading it, definitely read it. And in the back, there's 2 that Kyle missed. There's 2 one-shots from his friend's video store that are funny.
Yeah, I skipped over the one-shots because I just think I was so stunned by the ending that I'm like, wait a minute, I need to take a What the hell just happened? One of those type of endings. So yeah, Radiant Black is our top book of the week. Um, if you realize, I'm actually rocking the Minnesota Comic Exchange T-shirt. We made these for the convention that we attended last week. Um, if you haven't yet, please check out the video that we had a discussion about what we found. I know it was one of our admin's first conventions or comic
Shows.
shows. He had a hell of a time, so please check out that video. If you like this video, please leave a like. Hit that like button, I should say. Leave a comment. What was your favorite book of the week? Are you reading any of these books? Did you think that Radiant Black improved from the last issue?
Do we have any too many books behind us?
I
Or
would say
not enough?
I say not enough. Also, please subscribe. The more people subscribe, I believe the more content we're gonna have.
Definitely.
Definitely, yeah, definitely. But yeah, please let us know what you like, and thank you for watching.
Thanks.